This is Mark Bell coming to you on my 10-minute walk, and I wanted to explain some of my top reasons for fasting. I think it's going to be 3 reasons for fasting, but it might end up being more. We'll see. Might end up with some bonus footage. Number 1 reason why I like fasting: less pooping. You poop less. You really do. I poop once a day. I used to be a 2 or 3 time a day kind of guy, and that was a pain in the ass. Number 2 reason for fasting: makes my life less complicated. I don't need to get anxiety or be worried about where am I going to eat for lunch, when am I going to go, where are we going to go for breakfast, or all those different kinds of things that happen. Another huge advantage is with fasting is I don't have to prep my meals. There's no meal prep. You're never going to see me, maybe not never, but you're not going to see me walking around with Tupperware. So meal prep, what a pain in the ass meal prep is. I know some people, they spend their entire Sunday on meal prep. I would never want to spend an entire day cooking my meals, so that's out. Another thing that it does for me personally is it helps me a ton with my hunger. Now I know you're saying, how in the world is that possible? Doesn't it make you really fucking hungry? It does make me really hungry. Right now I'm actually getting very hungry, but it's getting close to 2 p.m. and every day I fast for somewhere between 16 to 20 hours or so, depending on the day, and I do what I call a double dinner when I get home from work. With the way that this is set up for me, I'm a family man. I got 2 kids, I got my wife, and I got my business. So morning time is for smelly. Morning time, I lift, I come back, I do some family stuff, I get my kids to school, I go back into work, get my work day done. When everything else is done, when I lifted, my kids went to school, and I got my work did for the day, I come home and I eat. And I get to be social, and I get to hang out with my family and enjoy a good dinner. But fasting scientifically actually does help to kill the hunger hormone, or to help make the cravings not hit you as hard. A couple things I'm going to warn you about with fasting. One is it can quickly be overdone. So you might want to be a little careful. If you fast every single day, you might just feel it eventually. You might be like, oh my God, I really need to eat. When you get to that point, try to fast an extra day or an extra day or 2. Push it a little bit. Be a little bit stronger. Talk yourself into trying to push a little harder than you're used to. After that, then say, hey, you know what? I need a day off from this fasting, and allow yourself to have a normal day of eating. You know, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I may have mentioned that it saves money. If I didn't mention that already, you can save money because you're just eating less food overall. Some people might ask the question about, muscle mass. Like, are you gonna lose muscle mass? I'm 235 pounds. I'm holding a good deal of muscle mass. And so I haven't felt like I've lost muscle. I haven't felt like I've lost strength. But I will also say that I'm purposely in a caloric deficit, and I'm purposely losing weight. So anytime you start to lose a significant amount of weight, you're going to start to lose some size, and you're going to start to lose a little bit of strength. But for me, for right now, it's working great. I suggest you give it a try. One last tip with fasting: if you really want to be able to handle a fast, you may want to try a ketogenic style diet, because ketones can also help make you less hungry. So it's something you might want to give a shot to. Last thing, almost forgot. It's hard for me to make a 5-minute video. Last thing is, you might want to try a coffee fast. You could put heavy cream in your coffee. You can do a bulletproof coffee, which is butter and MCT oil. Watch out for MCT oil. For some people, it hurts their stomach, and they end up with a severe blowout. I realize that that's still not true fasting, because you are consuming calories. However, it could actually help you through the fast and help you not to eat any food for the day. One last thing I forgot about fasting is it helps restrict your overall food intake for the day. And it partitions it out. It's like you didn't eat for this block of time, and then you eat for this block of time. My eating window is short. My eating window is probably 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes it's only like 2 hours, but sometimes it's 2 hours of nonstop eating. So that's the last thing I'm gonna finish with. I love to feast. I love to have the famine. I love to feel hungry. The feeling of being hungry is like positive, and you should get used to it. And you should become friends with hunger. You shouldn't, that pulse that you get every day, boom, 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 that you're hungry, you're really not that hungry. It's actually a lie. Your body's not telling you the truth. You don't need food. You think you need food, and you really want food, but you don't really need it. You'll get hit by those pulses about 3 or 4 times before it's actually time for you to eat. Learn to be a little bit more comfortable with your hunger, and then at the end of the day, you get to reward yourself with the greatest thing ever, and that's stuffing yourself to the gills. Strength is never a weakness, weakness is never a strength. Catch you guys later.